And now, live from Hollywood, California, all the way from Smokesylvania, it's the Count Smokula Show.
I like rap. She likes Rhapsody.
Bring out the map. Let's find some harmony.
Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show.
I like rock.
I like hillbilly. Look at the clock.
It's that time, you silly bee.
Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show. We have surprises.
We have guests.
We only have the very best.
Opinions to get off our chest.
So on with the flow of the Count Smokula Show.
I like pop.
I like R&B.
Please don't stop.
Bring out the comedy. Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show. Come to the Count Smokula, Count Smokula, Count Smokula Show.
These people are actually completely nuts. They think that just because they put a camera on me, they're going to do a show. Ha ha! Fooled you! Beyond! This is something great. Welcome to the Count Smokula Show, the greatest talk show in the entire world. And today's version of it will be even greater than the normal because I have two of my very, very favorite people in the whole universe right here today. We got the incredible, the unbelievable, the sensational co-host, Shelley Michelle. Are you here?
I'm here.
There she is. She is here.
Darling. Oh, yes, too. I brought my legs today.
That's right.
My famous legs, darling.
These $1 million.
I brought the $1 million legs to smoke.
I heard of them. They're still holding up.
They're still here, darling.
That's right. They're great. You've been dancing and prancing all around the world.
That's right. It's been a while since we did the Freak of the Week show, huh?
That's right. We did the Great Freak of the Week show.
The Great Freak of the Week show.
For Toma Entertainment. It was unbelievable.
Did you know that I'm created by Count Smokula? Yes.
That's right. 333 years ago in the laboratory in Glitch, Smokesylvania, I created the sensational Shelley Michelle with some test tubes and a couple of hormones. This was great.
Hormones. This was very great.
Yeah, there was moaning and that
and groaning.
Like that, and groaning, and then
and that
you
was my
popped
favorite
out.
part.
And you know what, Shelley? Today on this program, 333 years after your birth, you know, we have my idol on this program.
You do?
We do, the actual idol. And I tell you why, Shelley.
Okay.
All these years, I'm 496, as many of you know. And I know I don't look a day over 380.
No.
But because of my constant use of Count Smokula's liquid lunch, and Shelley, of course, doesn't look over 333, which she is.
Yeah, I'm 333. You know, actually, I have a birthday coming up. Happy birthday to you.
Not yet. I'll tell you why.
Okay,
I'll tell you why. You can sing this because our special guest, Mr. Clive Kennedy, my idol, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Shelley, I've been all my life, I realized this, for 400 some odd years, I've been really basically a chicken.
A chicken?
A chicken. I didn't know how to cross that out. I didn't know why I crossed that out. I didn't know which road to cross.
Oh.
And then, seriously, this is true. Then one night, while I was watching television, I saw a man asking the question with a bag of chips. I won't say what chips this is.
A bag of chips?
We're not promoting
I love
the
chips.
But the chips is the great microchips, every kind of chip.
Okay.
But this was edible chip. The man was saying, you're bold, but are you also daring? And from this, I learned that something was missing in my life, my smokulaic life. I needed to change. I needed to become more bold and daring.
Ooh,
and
really?
I tracked him down.
Ooh, I like that.
And he's actually going to be joining us on the program today. And
We're
Shelley,
going to get bold and daring.
they're going to get
Ooh,
bold
I
and
love
daring.
it, Count.
And you know what? To begin with, I want to
Okay.
I want to share with the folks back home, and with you, of course,
Thank you, Count.
one of Count Smokula's major affirmations. Here it is, and you will help us at home by reciting this. Shelley, you will help me. I will bravely march into the future with great boldness and daring. Two more times.
Ooh. I will bravely march into the future with great boldness and daring.
Well, two times that was plenty. I think our affirmation worked really
I like that
great.
daring part.
You like that?
Ooh, I like that.
That's it.
Can we sing that at my birthday party? With some chips?
Of course we can do.
Okay.
We got chips, and I'll show you some chips today. A couple of things before we bring on the great Clive Kennedy. I wanted to share this,
Okay.
and then we're going to do some really bold and daring things on the program. Look, I found this out in the Bible. This is our Bible. We're going to do a reading from it, the Weekly World News. Okay, I found an article here, Shelley, about, look, Countess Dracula. This was a real life, you can believe it, a vampire that killed hundreds of tomatoes, basically.
tomatoes?
She killed 650 virgins. I'd never even met one, and I've been in Southern California all these years.
Oh my gosh, you were looking for these virgins.
She killed these, and you know what? The funny thing, I looked at the picture, and I think this was one of my wives.
I'm jealous. Your ex-wife.
She was a bloodthirsty freak, and...
A bloodthirsty
but
freak.
we
Forget her,
got
forget
the
her.
middle. All right, the next thing we're going to do,
Okay.
I wanted one more thing, Shelley. I wanted to share this with you and the folks back home. This is our science segment.
Ooh.
I got this on the internet, on the World Wide Web.
On the World Wide Web?
That's right. You can
Ooh, I
learn
love
a
the
lot of
World Wide
things.
Web.
You can learn a lot of things if you surf, like the surfing
Oh,
Barbie.
this is my
here.
favorite. Surfing Barbie.
Surfing Barbie. But I learned this on the World Wide Web. This is our science part. It says, this was an article, they did a research at the State University of New York, you heard of it, that they found that hormones in semen may help to ease female depression. You've been sad, Shelley, right?
Oh, no, I haven't been
I
depressed.
heard you've been
I said I got
depressed.
new breasts.
No. New breasts?
New breasts.
I thought you
Not
said you were
depressed.
sad. I wanted to make you happy.
No.
It said hormones in semen. But
Okay.
So I wanted to become, look, just for you, to make you happy, a sailor.
Oh,
A
you look so
sailor.
cute.
That's it. I would go out on my
My
sailboat.
pet semen.
That's
Ooh,
me.
I like to pet
You
my
fe- you-
semen.
You feel happy now?
I'm not happy.
This is something great. All right, let's forget this craziness and bring on, ladies and gentlemen, the man that I discovered on late night TV,
Ooh.
the great, unbelievable Clive Kennedy. Clive, thank you so much for being here with us today.
It wasn't hard. It was very nice of you to ask me, and of course, I'm sorry you only made one of Shelley's, but still,
Well,
very nice that she's here.
isn't it wonderful? We tried to clone her in the laboratory in Smokesylvania.
So I understand.
Now, I
Oh,
know you
thank
came
you.
from my continent. My continent, Smokesylvania, used to be in Europe, of course. They moved it. You're from the United Kingdom, I understand.
Yes, it was a little village then, under Wapping, they called it. Smokula under Wapping or something it was. But they moved it and upgraded it to a town, I believe, and
Oh.
then sent it somewhere else.
And
And
cl-
where did it arrive?
When?
Whatever it was.
When? What?
It.
How?
Anyway, I think Helen of Troy had a face
Where?
that launched 1,000 ships. Didn't you imagine all the seamen in that? And going on with this thing
Yes.
of actually traveling around Europe.
Yes.
Where was the homeland?
Smokesylvania?
Yeah.
But where was yours? You
Yes.
was in Wapping in England, right?
Yeah, near Wapping.
Well,
yes.
you know, we're in the Hollywood of the California. Did you have a story you wanted to relate to us?
No, absolutely not.
No, I thought you was about to speak. I wanted to ask
I
you the
sometimes
question.
look that way, and then, no.
But you love now that you're here in Hollywood, huh?
Yeah.
You feel more at home.
Is that where we are? Yes, absolutely.
Good. But what was your youth like? I wanted to know about your youth, your wild youth in the United Kingdom. This is where the Beatles come from, and the Rolling Stones and the Animals. And Clive Kennedy, my idol, my hero.
Yes. Well, in
Yes.
that case, I will. I spent it actually in Africa. Some of it, anyway. Most of it.
In Africa.
Africa.
What, for you was hunting lions
Wow.
and this and that?
No, they were hunting me. We had a farm, and there were lions and things on it, and one tried not to run into them, actually.
Is that right?
That's neat. So did you ever get to shoot these lions?
I didn't know, but
No?
the farm manager did, and I remember him mounting it, and the tail was on the ceiling, and the face was on the floor. Of course, it wasn't a very high ceiling.
The face of the lion was on the floor.
Yes,
Ooh.
the other way around wouldn't have worked because it would have flopped. I think.
And this is where you became a thespian?
You
This is the
read
person-
that, did you?
Yes,
I
yeah,
see.
a thespian is a person that likes
Thespian.
lions.
Yes.
Right? He likes lions because he's
The
always
Lions
creating
Club, of
different
course, one
roles.
of those things.
Uh-huh.
Silly of me. You see, I was a little bit behind, somewhere over there, but I'm with you now.
Yes.
Oh,
so
there we are.
that's-
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And your story, or was it my
No,
story?
your story about the thespians in
Oh yes. So
Africa.
I just remember that. Well, I remember that one would collect sort of elephant shit, I suppose is the best way, and send it and say, you know,
Oh my.
thinking of you and stuff
Is
like
that
that.
right? Have you ever seen
Well,
an
you know,
elephant?
it's all over the place. There are a lot of elephants.
Ever seen an
And they would-
elephant make love?
They're great.
I mean, this is supposed to be
no.
the extraordinary.
What, to another elephant?
Yes, to another elephant.
make a lot of
supposed to be.
noise.
No, I understand it's so. I don't know. I just wondered if
The
you.
earth moves for both of them.
You
I
got
They're
to
big
see
and
that.
huge.
Yes.
They're unbelievable. They're creatures, and they have big memories.
But they send their.
Phenomenal memory glands. It's unbelievable. Yeah, but the big trunks, everything. So, Clive, you're a singer and a bon vivant, and also, as I say, the bold and daring man.
About the Bon Vivant. Yes, apparently bold and daring is very important, and I am bold. And I can't remember if I'm. Oh yes, I have to be daring. I am also daring.
You're also daring.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to? Are you daring enough to sing a song for us?
Well, I tell you, I did actually do it in Spanish, and so it led into something, and I had to rehearse and say, muy bien, amigo, eres atrevido, pero eres además
Oh, this is great.
audaz. Unfortunately, they said it sounded like Spanish, so of course they could have got anybody.
Sí, hablas
So I
español.
said, would you like it with a French accent? And so after a little while, I did it with a French accent. It had to do with a girl that I was in love with who was Latin.
She was Latin.
She did all the Spanish speaking, so I didn't actually speak
She
it, so I had to learn it phonetically.
What was her name?
You
Catherine
can't-
Zeta-Jones.
I was going to say Latin.
Esmeralda.
Maybe
Esmeralda.
Julius Caesar. Well, are you going to sing the song to Esmeralda, whatever the heck she is?
Yes,
let's
indeed.
let's come
hear
on,
the song.
Clive.
Do
Why
you mind
don't
if we
sing
jump
for-
in and
well,
do a little cha-cha-cha with you?
Absolutely, I mind, but I don't suppose I can prevent you, so go ahead.
All right, come on.
Chi-chi-chi.
This is going to be in Latin.
Cha-cha.
This is great. Bone up on your
Well,
studies.
Get ready.
Leads to one. No, don't worry. I love it without one. It's good. And anyway, I had a story, but there's no time for that because we missed the one. But this was to do with that Spanish thing, which was the commercial which went, eres atrevido, pero eres además audaz. I'm looking over there. There I am. And so I learnt that. And eventually they said, that sounds like Spanish. So I actually said, would you like a French accent? And somehow I did in a French accent. And then they didn't want it after a while. So I wrote this to them. They call me El Dorito, the big nacho. I am handsome, bold, and daring, and quite tall. Yes, they call me El Dorito, the big nacho. Ah, but sometimes they don't call me at all. And unfortunately, that's what's happened recently. Which leads back to the girl I was talking about earlier, if I was indeed talking about the girl earlier. There's a whole talk there which goes something about this girl who whispered, "Te quiero, mi amor." Who I loved. Latin girls can motion with one finger and bring a man to his knees. Wink at some poor unsuspecting gringo and teach him the Spanish for please. Por favor, por favor. See those hombres go down on their knees. Por favor, por favor. Just teaching the Spanish for please. Oh, those flashing eyes have caught many a sailor, reeled them in from the seas, taught them the meaning of true love, and of course the Spanish for please. Por favor, por favor. Reeling them in from the seas. Por favor. Oh, I needed you. Por favor. Por favor.
favor.
Oh, just teaching the Spanish. For please. Now play this. Oh, oh, you. Ay. Oh. Oh, my pretty little senorita. I used to watch you dance until I watched you dance away. Adios, Esmeralda. Mi amor. Give me a couple of margaritas. And you will hear me say, por favor, oh, por favor. Oh, suddenly I can speak it with ease. Por favor. Oh, por favor.
Por favor.
I just learning the Spanish, but please. Todos los hombres, por favor. Por favor. Por favor. Por favor. Por favor. Ay, hablamos en español, some of us, on our knees. Por favor. Once more with feeling. Por favor. I are just teaching the Spanish. Ay, we are learning the language. Oh, mi corazón está sufriendo por ti. Oh, just teaching the Spanish for please. Oh!
Ole!
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 Oh, you're still here,
hey!
Esmeralda.
I
Darling.
love it. This was something great.
This was a great performance. Ooh.
I thought it was, dear. Yeah. Oh,
Let's go
but I
to the...
digress.
¿Quieres
Eh?
más, por favor?
Ah, gracias. A todo
¿Quieres más?
little,
¿Una Dorito?
something like that. Yeah.
Let's go to the
If you're allowed.
cantina. Come on.
Sí. Todo lo luz, jolly good.
Oh, Ivy.
I was just telling him a secret.
What were you telling Ivy?
Oh, I'm telling him about my affair I had in Africa. Oh, sorry.
Well,
shut up. You're not supposed to tell anything.
That's what
like
I got
that.
him. You know what, Shelley? You know why I got Irving here? I got him into jungles. Like Clive was talking about Africa. I went into jungles because after I saw Clive on this late night with the chips and everything, I got so bold and daring. I went into jungles and I found a guy and I got his head. Shrunk it.
Now, didn't you make
Isn't that bold?
Doritos chips famous? Is
Ooh,
this it?
I can't remember what chips
Do you have
it was.
any chips?
I got chips. Yeah,
I
but
got chips.
I was
Oh,
gonna
later,
say-
later,
No,
later.
I got special. It's a special thing because
Special dispensation.
That's right. Because
Good.
but before I show the chips,
Okay.
I wanted to show the bold and daring hats. We gotta try on some
Good
bold
Lord.
and daring. Look. Here,
Good heavens.
like this. Here, you try this one, Clive.
Oh, yes, this looks
What do you
very
think?
handsome, this
Put it
hat,
on,
yes.
make it sure
I
it's
think
bold
you've
and
gotta be
daring.
bold and daring
What do
to
you
wear
think?
this.
Is he bold and daring? Look, he looks bold and daring.
I'm both
Now,
both
I
daring
gotta-
and-
Mine's bold and daring.
stupid.
Yours is bold and
Darling.
daring.
Silly.
I wanted to be a. Look, you look great.
Oh, I love that hat on you.
I'll take your word for it. There isn't a mirror.
It's
and
perfect.
I refuse
He
to
looks
look at it.
dashing and daring and
Absolutely,
debonair, don't you think?
absolutely. I got him. Here,
Debonair and
look.
dashing.
What do
I
you
see you've
think?
taken yours off.
What do you think? Is
What
this
is
a
this
bold
one?
and daring hat? Here,
me see.
try this one.
Oh,
I
yes,
think
this
I
looks
tried
good.
this one, bold
Oh,
and daring.
this is very daring.
This looks like heck.
No, take it off.
Here,
take
you
that
try
one
this one. What do you think? Bold and daring?
off. Bold and daring.
Oh, yes, I've
Good.
seen
It's
that act, and it's
unbelievable.
very
Then I
good.
got, you know
need
what
a
else
pole,
I got?
think.
I need a pole.
Yes, you need a pole.
I'm
Not,
telling
you.
not the type we're going to talk
I
about.
got,
Oh, we got
I
bananas?
got bold and daring food too. Like these are bold and daring bananas.
that
Who's
on.
got the boldness and the daringness to eat a green banana? Here,
Ah.
Clive.
Okay.
And
Well-
Shelley, you can
Oh, thank you,
practice
darling.
with this.
Oh, yes, okay.
Okay, bold and daring bananas.
What, now?
That's right. Whenever, you know, you want to do. If you're bold enough and daring enough, you can do it. And I'm going to prove to look, I got bold and daring toys.
Bold and daring.
No, I'm not going
This is a 3-pack. It's beach safe with goggles. Shelley, I think this is perfect for you.
Okay.
Look at this. Here.
Well,
you
can
try
I
the
sing happy
goggles.
birthday
Beach
to
safe,
Clive
very
Kennedy?
What?
Happy birthday to Clive
Oh,
Kennedy.
thank you, dear.
Oh, we can wear these at my next birthday party, too.
Oh, my
it,
goodness.
perfect.
And that way up, they're lovely on you.
You like them?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I think they're good for you.
Are they for your
And look.
eyes, are they?
Go back to my eyes.
is-
They might
Yeah, you can play with this.
This is lovely. I've
something-
actually got a green one, but
Let's go sipping now.
it won't go with
You
that.
know, I
I'm going
just,
surfing with Clive Kennedy. baby.
I think that you think I'm joking around about what a great, bold, and daring man this is. But this is for real deal, and if we could show the product, you would recognize him like you wouldn't believe it. We can't show it because of the rules and the regulations, which I'm opposed to. But let's show
That's
a little
okay.
bit of his clip. We've got to show the clip so you'll recognize it. Are you ready in this control booth? We'll show Mr. Clive Kennedy being bold and daring.
Oh, it looked like me. Yes,
Wasn't enough. I didn't see you.
I saw him.
It was what they call a brief appearance.
Were you there?
I did bat my eyelid just once, and I might have missed some of me, but I did see a bit of my moustache, although it was on crooked.
Is this
that
all
what-
playing with Austin Powers?
Yes.
Was
Wow.
that more of the clip, or did we see the whole thing?
You saw a bit of
We
it.
Did
saw
you
a
get
bit
to
of it.
meet Mike Myers?
Unless you were looking when I wasn't.
Did you get to shake his hand and
Oh, he
eat
and
a
I
chip
go
with
back
him?
a long time.
Is that right?
Wow.
Well, you know what, Clive? I've really, this is one thing I wanted to ask you for a real long time.
Yeah.
Because I'm so in awe of meeting the bold and daring man face to face that I wanted myself to be really bold and daring. And I created, in the Count Smokula laboratories, like I've created other things, I created chips. Bold, cheesy chips. Count Smokula's bold, cheesy
Lord,
chips.
so you have, dear
Did you
boy.
show
That-
this?
Oh, my goodness.
Did we see? Look at this. You can open it up and
I can open it up?
Open it up. Please open it up.
Nothing will happen to me.
No,
This
nothing.
is
Open
really-
it up. Let's have some
These
chips.
are
Really
Count Smokula's
lovely.
bold chip, and
It's
these are Count
absolutely sealed,
Smokula's
Robbie.
daring cheesy
Daring
chips.
chips?
Now, Clive,
It's sealed for my protection. Look
that's
at that.
okay. You can open it. It's
Open them for you.
Virgin. No, there's a little.
Oh, there's a little
curlicue
loop,
thing.
yes, of
A
course.
little- now, would you give the pitch?
I've absolutely.
Give the pitch.
This is Count Smokula's bold. Are you bold and cheesy? And a chip. And a chip. And a chip. And a chip. I'll try. I'll cover all three cameras.
Okay.
That one.
Now here's another
that
one.
one's on.
Okay.
Here's another one. Try this.
I haven't opened this one yet.
Look,
I'm
this one.
stuffed.
Check that out.
Count Smokula's. Oh, daring
Come on, get right in there.
Get right in there.
Get right in there. This is
Cheesy.
history in the making.
chips.
History in the making.
It's history in the making. History actually is made while we wait, isn't it? I've noticed that. Should I open this
Yes,
one?
yes. Open it. Now look.
No,
Open
look.
it.
Let
no,
him open it for you.
It's too busy for me. Let me open this
Do
one.
me one favor.
Yes, put the
Here,
hat
listen,
on. No.
listen, no. Cover Shelley's head. Here.
Shall I be opening this?
You cover one ear. I don't want Shelley to hear this. This is just for the
Oh,
audience.
Shelley, cover
Okay.
one ear.
Okay.
Yes.
Just for the audience.
Just for the audience. Shelley,
I have my
cover
ears
your
closed.
ears.
I
Don't
hate to
listen.
think what's in
Okay.
the
I
Count
put-
Smokula's. It's very
Shelley
nice.
can't hear this, but everybody else knows. I put something special in the chips that would make her aroused like you wouldn't believe it, okay? We're going to give her
Can I
some
open my
chips.
ears?
We're going to give her some chips. They're going to see what
Very
happens.
nice.
It's amazing. Shelley,
Oh.
okay, you can take your hands out of your ears now.
He was
Okay,
saying.
can I take my hat off too?
Yeah, you can take the stupid
Yeah,
hat off.
He was saying how much you were
Eat a
going to
chip.
enjoy these.
She's going to really enjoy it.
Mmm.
See what it's going to do?
By golly, these look familiar, you know.
Enjoy.
I did actually spin
Oh,
out.
oh.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
let me have some more.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah.
I have something better than those chips.
What?
Oh.
What?
Bold,
Oh,
daring,
those
and
chips are-
willing, I
oh.
think.
What did you put in those?
I put
Oh, they make me feel so.
stuff in it. There's real good stuff in it. It's Count Smokula.
What's he doing after the show?
What does that even
But
do?
wait, I have
Chips together.
Shelley Michelle's famous body double, Ultra extra wild and hot, baby. Breakfast prunes.
Oh my God.
Now, baby, this will
This
will clean you out like you've never been cleaned out. You know what I'm saying? Bold and beautiful.
What are we doing after the show? Yes,
I
indeed.
guess so. It's driving her crazy. So you
These
did
are
it.
driving me crazy. Oh,
You made
I'm
this
aroused.
stuff. You made this stuff, huh?
I made this stuff.
The breakfast
Yes,
prunes.
but this
All
is-
right, let's try it out.
You
Let's
think
see
those
what happens.
chips are? Oh, I don't know what you put in those, but huh?
I put stuff
Oh
in.
my!
it.
Let's
Yeah,
try
I
one.
did it.
Oh, let's try one,
Okay.
yes. I forgot what I do with those chips.
Look, wait. This has never been opened yet. We're going
Never
to
been
take
opened.
the membrane
Very impressive,
of the Shelley Michelle's Ultra Wild and Hot Breakfast Prunes.
Can I feed these to my body doubles?
Ow! Ow!
How many body
I did
doubles
it.
have you got there?
I actually broke the membrane, and here's a prune. Clive,
Did you
enjoy
just
some-
reach in between your legs for that one? I wasn't quite clear on that, but
it-
thank you so much.
These are wild. Woo, woo. These are wild prunes.
They are.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely out of my.
Whoa! These are hot and ultra wild, baby.
Now what do we do with
You
the...
like them?
Yes, I can't swallow it all.
There's pits.
Oh.
That's it.
There's a thing inside.
Listen, if you want
Aren't they ultra hot?
If you want to get any of this stuff,
Wow.
you gotta.
They're
you gotta
really good.
find
You wanna
us
try
because
some?
We're not selling it to anybody. You understand? They're not for sale. Absolutely. The chips, the Count Smokula's Bold and Daring, the Shelley Michelle, the Wild Hot Breakfast Prunes, not at all for sale.
These are the three
Ultra
packages,
wild,
aren't
baby.
they? These are the three ones.
Yes, but they're absolutely delicious, like you wouldn't believe.
Like you wouldn't believe.
That's it.
Oh, and these
Listen.
are rousing chips.
Listen, at this junction, in the time, we're running from the time, we're having ultimately too much fun. Clive, you got anything to say? This is your golden opportunity.
Oh, I'm
now
so
that
glad.
you're
I have been
good.
waiting for my golden opportunity for so long.
Yes.
How long have I got?
You've got very short time, so talk fast.
Well, that's very hard for me because I was taught very long ago not to talk too fast. So actually what they told me to do was to talk about this sort of speed so that everybody understood exactly what my story was going to be about.
It's
So
crazy.
it was a
love it.
long time ago, but not quite as long ago as I believe you go back, but indeed about sort of 20 years ago. And we were all sitting round a campfire, I think, in what was called the bushveld, when we heard a strange noise out in the jungle. How long did you say we had for this? Because
I think that was about it. The
And-
Oh, I
strange
want to hear
noise.
this story.
I do too.
Happy birthday to Clive Kennedy.
oh, I love
Bold
it.
and
Dear.
daring.
This is,
Thank you all for joining us
Oh,
here tonight
Clive.
on the Count Smokula Show. The
I'm in
greatest
love
Bravo.
with
show in the
Clive
world.
Kennedy. I want him. I
Thank
want
you.
to
Well,
take him
go
home.
get him. I don't care.
I want to
I
take
just
him
want to
home
play
with
some
us.
homey music. All right.
lovely.
Thank you very much for coming. Our guest, Clive Kennedy, the
Thank you,
greatest in the
guys.
world, the boldest and the daringest, the sensational Shelley Michelle, the co-host. Join us next time on the Show
Bravo.
of Shows. Hey!
Bravo, bravo. Good, Shelley, dear. Your last legs.
What happened?
You're